It's the mid-1970s, and America is in the grip of economic turmoil. The nation was grappling with the aftershocks of the Vietnam War, a conflict that had drained the country's resources and morale. Concurrently, an international oil crisis was wreaking havoc on the economy, causing prices to skyrocket and consumer confidence to plummet. The once booming post-war economy was now a distant memory, replaced by a climate of uncertainty and anxiety. The cost of living was spiraling out of control, with inflation rates reaching heights unseen since the end of the Second World War. It was a perfect storm of economic adversity, a maelstrom of escalating prices and dwindling faith in the nation's financial stability. Enter Gerald Ford, the 38th President of the United States. Thrust into the Oval Office following the resignation of Richard Nixon, Ford was tasked with navigating these treacherous economic waters. And so Gerald Ford, the 38th President of the United States, found himself in the midst of an economic storm. Gerald Ford didn't just sit back and watch as inflation spiraled. No, he took action. Ford's presidency, beginning in August of 1974, was marked by a fierce combat against the inflation beast. His first line of attack? Implementing spending cuts and making attempts to slow down the economy. Ford believed that the best way to tame inflation was by reining in government expenditure and cooling economic growth. But Ford wasn't content with just policy changes. He wanted the American people involved. So in October of the same year, he launched his Whip Inflation Now campaign, fondly known as WIN. This wasn't your ordinary economic strategy. It was a grassroots initiative, a call to arms for every American citizen. Ford's message was simple: save more, spend responsibly. The campaign even had its own symbol, a bright red button with the letters WIN. Ford's battle wasn't just against numbers on a chart. It was a battle against a mindset, a culture of consumption and waste. He wanted to transform the way Americans thought about money, about saving, about their own role in the economy. But as with any war, there were casualties. Many Americans felt the pinch as Ford's policies took effect. The economy slowed, jobs were lost, and prices continued to rise. Ford's fight was a valiant one, but it was also a tough one. Despite his efforts, Ford's battle against inflation was a tough one, with many Americans feeling the pinch. So, what did Ford's fight against inflation leave us with? Let's distill this down. Ford's policies evoked a spectrum of reactions, sparking ongoing debates about their efficacy. Yet, one indelible mark of his presidency was the WIN campaign. This campaign, which stands for Whip Inflation Now, has left a lasting imprint on American economic policy and public consciousness, shaping our understanding of inflation. Gerald Ford's battle against inflation was a defining moment in his presidency, and its impact can still be felt today.